So is this his second motion to revoke or third motion to revoke?
Second, Judge.
All right, this is your second motion to revoke.
Welcome back to Courtroom Chronicles. Today, we're diving into the case of Jalen Collins, a man standing before the court for his second motion to revoke probation. That means he's already been given a second chance once and blew it. Now, the judge is deciding whether to keep him free under supervision or send him straight to prison. But here's the twist. Jalen says it's not his fault. He claims he was robbed, homeless, and trying to do the right thing. The question is, will the judge buy it? Stay tuned, because this courtroom exchange turns from calm to cold reality check real fast.
Mamori,
Yes, Your Honor.
are you all ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Second time.
Okay.
Just want to let you know, he will plead true, but with an explanation. That's,
All right, we're back on the record in 2022 CR 5993 and 2018 CR 5502 State versus Jalen Collins. And State, I believe you were reading the violations in cause number 2018 CR 5502. If you could read the violation, please.
In Bear County, Texas, the defendant Jalen Michael Collins did then and there failed to attend and provide verification of sober support / Alcoholics Anonymous / Narcotics Anonymous meetings for the month of January 2025 as directed in violation of condition number 18.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. State waives the remaining violation allegation
no objection.
and shall I
Just one
proceed?
second. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 18? Just one second. All right, let's go off the record. Was he previously revoked?
Judge.
Because I show that he's on deferred.
My understanding, they were both adjudicated, Judge.
All right,
Sorry, just 1 second, Judge.
all right, thank you. Now I see,
Judge, Judge Angelini adjudicated him from deferred on both cases.
all right, and did he make his underlying 8 years in each case? Oh, yes, he did.
Yes, Judge.
All right, we're back on the record. So did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 18, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 8 years in the prison? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 18?
Here's what just happened. Jalen pled true to violating his probation. That's basically the same as saying, yeah, I messed up. In legal terms, it gives the judge permission to find him guilty of violating conditions and impose the maximum sentence, up to 8 years in prison. This isn't a minor technicality. Pleading true means Jalen is accepting responsibility. But here's the strategic question. Is he doing it out of honesty or because he's hoping for leniency? What do you think? Is admitting guilt a smart move here, or did he just hand the judge an easy ticket to lock him up?
Yes, Lord.
Court will find violation of condition number 18 true. Let's move on to cause number 2022 CR 5998. State, what allegation are you proceeding on?
In Bear County, Texas, the defendant Jalen Michael Collins did then and there failed to attend and provide verification of sober support / Alcoholics Anonymous / Narcotics Anonymous meetings for the month of January 2025 as directed in violation of condition number 15.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Judge, on that case, it was 5993, not.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Just want to make
Thank
sure
you.
that it's clear.
So it's 2022 CR 5993. All right, to the violation of condition number 15, how do you plead? True or not true? State,
Waives the remaining violation allegations, Judge.
No objections.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 15, court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 8 years in the prison? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 15?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 15 true. Is there proposed agreement?
There is not an agreement.
State, what are you requesting?
Amend conditions for status followed by aftercare, more recommendations of therapy, weekly reporting for 90 days, twice weekly DUAs for 90 days after completion of aftercare, enrollment in Project Plus, and residence in a sober living facility for a minimum of 1 year.
All right, and defense, what are you asking for?
Judge, Mr. Collins would like to address the court on a couple of issues, Judge.
Sure, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Mikael Collins. And
Well,
Mikael Collins.
all right. So why are you not doing your sober support meetings?
Now this is where things get emotional. Jalen claims his failure to attend sober meetings wasn't defiance, it was desperation. He says he was homeless, robbed, and trying to get back on his feet. This kind of defense hits a gray zone in probation law. Yes, hardships matter, but proof matters more. If you can't show documentation or verification, the court can't just take your word for it. So the real issue here is evidence. And without proof of his sobriety meetings, Jalen's entire story starts to crumble. Question for you, should judges show more compassion in cases like this, or should the law stay strict?
I was doing my sober support meetings, ma'am.
Did you provide proof?
I did not provide proof, ma'am. I had gotten robbed from my paperwork. I had gotten robbed from my paperwork and my phone. That is also why I wasn't able to get the hotline. I was homeless at the time of these all this was happening when I first got out. And
Well, no, I mean, you've been on probation and I gave you deferred. And then there's a motion to revoke your probation. So is this his second motion to revoke or third motion to revoke?
Second, Judge.
All right, this is your second motion to revoke. And all of it is about you doing drug testing. It doesn't appear to the court that you are appropriate for probation.
I was still submitting drug tests for my probation officer after that, and I was passing my drug tests.
Is this true?
Judge, I don't have any indication. The last drug test we have is March, well, that was a no-show. Last negative was January.
Yes.
In January, I was reporting, and I was still taking my drug tests. The hotline, my phone, and my paperwork had gotten stolen multiple times,
Mhm.
and that is why I didn't report to the hotline. I talked to my probation officer about this. We communicated about this, and also me trying to get myself back on my feet at the time, and having to report to the hotline and take a drug test, a drug test every week plus a random drug test. A job is really difficult that's gonna carry those stipulations off for a random drug test is very hard to keep. I would also like to say, man, that I'm hoping community because I have a 5-month-old son and a 5-year-old daughter that
I don't know why people don't think about these things when they're picking up cases that they have children to support. Because you say your child is 5 and what else?
5-year-old daughter and a 5-month-old son.
All right, so 5 years old. And that means that you were placed on probation in 2023, correct?
Yes.
So if you do the math and you have a 5-year-old, that means that 5-year-old was in the world when you committed these offenses.
Yes.
Okay. So why were you not thinking about your 5-year-old at that time when you were committing these offenses?
That was one of the toughest reality checks we've heard in this courtroom. The judge just shut down Jalen's attempt to use his kids as sympathy. Her message? If you weren't thinking about your children before committing crimes, don't use them as shields after. This isn't cruelty, it's accountability. Judges see this pattern constantly. Defendants bring up kids, parents, or financial struggles right before sentencing. But here's what makes this moment sting. Jalen might genuinely care about his children. Yet the judge is right. Responsibility starts before probation, not after. What's your take? Was the judge too harsh, or did she deliver the truth he needed to hear?
I was, that's,
That's what people do. People tend to come in and want to use their children as sympathy points when they were in the real world. I'm sure their children did not see them for birthdays. They were not taking their children to the parks, taking to them to school and reading books. They were committing offenses. And now when it's probation time, that's when people want to bring their children out. It's similar to when people have done nothing to support their child through their school years, but the next time when their child walks across stage, they want to tell everybody and their mother, that's my baby. Or when you see all these celebrities who they say their father was never in their life, or either you see these people who are now basketball stars making millions of dollars. Here comes the no account father, no account mother who wants to say, that's my baby. I've always been there for them. And the child wouldn't even be able to pick them out of a lineup. And so now you're coming to me for sympathy because you have a 5-year-old and a 3-month-old. And I don't even 3-month-old. That means that in your situation where you're struggling, you decided to bring another child in this world that you cannot financially support and you don't have your life together. You did that. And are these children have the same mother?
Yeah.
All right. So she knew what she was doing. I don't understand it, but that's where we are. I don't think you're appropriate for probation. I'm not going to continue on probation. So does anybody want to speak to sentence? I'm going to revoke him in each cause number.
Judge, we would ask the court to minimize the prison time.
All right. This is what the court will do. In each cause number, the court is going to revoke. State, what are you asking for time?
8 years, Judge.
You go from 8 years to wanting him to be continued on probation? I mean, well, these are questions I'm asked. I'm just wondering what the thought process is because.
And there it is, the final blow. 4 years in state prison. The prosecution asked for 8, but the judge went lower, running both cases concurrently, meaning he'll serve them at the same time. That's actually a partial mercy. The judge even recommends a therapeutic community, which is basically a rehabilitation program inside prison for inmates struggling with addiction. This moment highlights a major theme in probation law: rehabilitation versus punishment. The system gave Jalen multiple chances, but ultimately, the court decided he wasn't ready to change on the outside. Do you think this was fair, or did Jalen deserve one more shot?
Y'all say you want him to be continued on probation. I'm saying it's not appropriate. And now we're at 8 years. All right, why are we at 8 years?
That is his underlying sentence, and since Mr. Collins does not seem to be motivated to solve whatever problems that he has, the underlying sentence seems appropriate given the circumstances.
All right, in each cause number, the court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. The court will recommend the therapeutic community. And let me see if there's any restitution. All right. And both cause numbers will run concurrently. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in each cause number?
yes.
All right. You do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on community supervision. Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. We can go off the record. Here's the thing with regards to the therapeutic community, you're going to have to request it. I have no jurisdiction over them to force you into the program, but you do have a drug problem. It's clear to the court that you have a drug problem. I've tried to help you solve that. You didn't take advantage of it. Once you're released from prison, if you cannot find a place to help you maintain your sobriety. Come back here. If I'm still here, I'll pick up the phone, call the place that can help you. You understand?
Definitely.
All right, good luck to you.
Um,
Yes.
What's it called? I was gonna ask, ma'am, did you say I give my back time too?
Yes, you'll get credit for any time that you serve. You're welcome.
Maybe excuse Judge.
So in the end, Jalen Collins walked out of that courtroom not as a free man, but with 4 years in prison and a reminder that the system only bends so far before it breaks. The judge's closing words were powerful. She told him to come back after prison if he truly wants help staying sober. That's compassion with boundaries, and that's what justice looks like when the court has already given second chances. If you found this case as powerful and thought-provoking as we did, hit that like button, drop a comment below with your thoughts. Was the judge too harsh or completely fair? And don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns right here on Courtroom Chronicles.